Buckle up for a jaw-dropping journey through ancient history. While we already know Egypt is home to mind-blowing pyramids and mummies, recent discoveries at Saqqara's ruins are sending shockwaves that even scare archaeologists. Located just 30 miles from Cairo in the Giza Governorate, these lesser-known treasures hold secrets dating back to around 3100 BC, a time when Upper and Lower Egypt united under the First Dynasty. Imagine the thrill of uncovering relics from an era as mysterious as it is monumental, during the Bronze Age no less. Fasten your seatbelts for an incredible journey into ancient Egypt's hidden gems. You might be familiar with Egypt as the land of awe-inspiring pyramids and mummies, but did you know Saqqara holds its own treasure trove of secrets? This lesser-known necropolis boasts some pretty impressive credentials. It was a grand burial ground for pharaohs, royals, and nobles dating back to around 1300 BC. And as if that's not enough, Saqqara is home to the Pyramid of Userkaf, its own majestic pyramid, built as a final resting place for this powerful king from Egypt's Third Dynasty. This might just be the biggest pyramid outside Giza's complex, and what makes it truly unique is its step design, a refreshing change from Egypt's typical flat-topped pyramids. Let's dive right into one of the most enigmatic structures at Giza El Moder, its mysterious, stone-built structure that seems to defy explanation. This architectural oddity has slipped under the radar for centuries because it was constructed using locally available and inexpensive limestone, a material that just wasn't attractive enough to pique looters' interests. As we try to unravel this mystery, we're faced with a series of questions: what's its purpose? Who built it and why? When could it have been made? Sadly, the answers remain elusive, as there's no date or clear records to shed light on its origins. And here's another twist. Experts believe it predates every other structure in the area. The Egyptian Revolution and subsequent political crisis from the early 2010s had a profound impact on tourism in Egypt, resulting in a significant decline. However, with things stabilizing over time, the government is now focused on revitalizing their tourism industry, bringing life back to these incredible sites once again. The shocking revelation from Saqqara's ruins began unraveling in 2011 when a team of archaeologists stumbled upon over 8 million mummified remains. And we're not talking about the usual suspects like cows or goats, it was predominantly dogs. It turns out bringing dead cananes to Anubis temple wasn't just an act of devotion, but also a grim ritual. The ancient Egyptians believed these offerings secured a place for the souls of these dogs in Anubis' protection after death. But here's where things take a dark turn. Researchers found evidence that not all these dogs died naturally or were brought as willing sacrifices. Instead, they believe some were actually buried alive, an utterly heart-wrenching discovery, shedding new light on one of the most enduring and often misunderstood civilizations in history. But here's where things get even more puzzling. The staggering number of dog remains found at Saqqara doesn't quite add up. I mean, we're talking about a massive 8 million mummified dogs, which is more than enough to populate every city on Earth back then. It sounds like science fiction, but one theory suggests that the ancient Egyptians might have been using some sort of puppy farm system fueled by their version of puppy milk, selectively breeding and then sacrificing these dogs for Anubis' altar. Now, it's definitely a gruesome idea, but it's worth noting that according to Dr. Salima Akram, leading this excavation project, the Egyptians believed these dogs were being sent off to a better life with Anubis himself. Fast forwarding to 2019, another fascinating discovery unfolded at Saqqara's ruins when Czech archaeologists stumbled upon an extraordinary find: a stunningly beautiful and lavishly decorated tomb dating back around 4,000 years, adding yet another piece to the complex puzzle of Egyptian history. But let's dive into what really got everyone talking. Kuwait's tomb, a true marvel of ancient Egyptian craftsmanship, was discovered near Pharaoh Djeker-ei Sessi's pyramid, which is unprecedented in its proximity to royalty. And the best part, it's packed with vivid and incredibly well-preserved paintings, giving us a rare glimpse into life back then. To think that all this splendor belonged to Kuwait, someone we know nothing about despite his clear influence as Djeker-ei Sessi's companion. What did it take for one to be worthy of such an opulent tome? The mystery deepens as we try to piece together the life and times of Kuwait, a man who managed to rub shoulders with pharaohs but left behind no records of his own existence. Fast forward to 2020 and the biggest discovery on the site yet, a find that would change everything we thought we knew about ancient Egyptian history. In a stunning archaeological find that's turning heads around the globe, over 100 intricately decorated coffins were unearthed at Saqqara in Egypt, each sealed and teeming with the rich history of bygone eras. These exquisite time capsules were accompanied by about 40 funeral statues, a rare sight usually reserved for royalty, suggesting Saqqara served as the primary burial ground for the elite during the 26th dynasty. But here's what really caught our attention: some of these coffins revealed intriguing secrets when opened. like that of an affluent 40-year-old man whose sedentary lifestyle and weak bones were a stark contrast to his wealth, a common trait among Egypt's ancient nobility. The discovery also highlighted the poignant story of a family who shared their final resting place within one coffin. Fast forward to another astonishing discovery at Saqqara that's giving us major historical goosebumps. A staggering collection of approximately 50 sarcophagi and burial shafts surfaced earlier this year, hinting at an even more ancient past, dating back to the New Kingdom era. But here's what really took our breath away. Alongside these relics, archaeologists uncovered a remarkably preserved piece of papyrus stretching over 13 feet in length. This extraordinary find contained crucial texts from the Book of the Dead, a sacred manuscript recited at every funeral, guiding the deceased on their perilous journey to the afterlife. The site also yielded an array of enchanting funerary objects, including protective amulets, lifelike funeral masks, and enigmatic canopic jars, all carefully placed beside their owners in anticipation of the unknown. This overwhelming treasure trove suggests that Saqqara held profound spiritual significance for Egypt's elite, who chose to rest here from as far back as the first dynasty to over a millennium later, making it an epicenter of ancient mystery and allure. Let's talk about an Egyptian artifact that's taking flight in modern imagination, literally. You might have heard whispers about the Saqqara bird, but its significance goes far beyond being just an ancient toy. This intricately crafted relic, resembling a bird, shares uncanny similarities with today's airplanes. The wingspan, tail design, and even the body proportions mirror those of our modern aviation marvels. Some historians like Khalil Massia were so impressed that they speculated whether this toy could have been based on an actual ancient aircraft, or at least served as a scaled model for one, hinting that Egyptians might have had the ingenuity to crack the code of human flight centuries ago. But here's a twist: despite all that ancient ingenuity we've uncovered, there isn't any evidence of an aircraft from the Egyptian era. We haven't found anything resembling a bird-shaped plane or even an artist's depiction of one in their hieroglyphics. The grand city of Saqqara itself has other secrets waiting to be unearthed. It holds another fascinating find known as the Saqqara tablet. This stunning artifact was crafted during Egypt's 20th dynasty, a time when King Ramesses Siran, often considered history's greatest pharaoh, ruled with grandeur. Discovered by modern historians, this ancient gem surprised everyone with its contents: an extensive list of Egyptian rulers from the very first dynasty to the one in which it was made, spanning over 500 years. This groundbreaking find was a game-changer as it filled major gaps in our knowledge about many lesser-known pharaohs, giving us new leads to finally track them down. And now that we've explored the Saqqara tablet together, let's recap its incredible impact on Egyptian history. Despite having space for 58 names, 14 of these were unfortunately too damaged to read. This remarkable artifact has been a major catalyst in expanding our understanding of Egypt's pharaohs and their reigns, filling crucial gaps that had puzzled historians for centuries. If you found this journey as captivating as we did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Your support means the world. And remember, don't miss out on more edifying adventures like this one by subscribing to our channel today.